Padres fans, we're here to give you a 360 view and an all-access pass to your San Diego Padres. Here's what we have on deck for today's show. Padres POV gets an exclusive look on the set of the new Fox series Pitch. Plus, we go behind the scenes of Fox Sports San Diego's SD Live with Alan Zinter and Alex Dickerson. And we find out why one of the newest Padres, Jake Smith, is quite the catch. All that and more now on Padres POV, presented by Saquon.
Hey Michelle, hey POV gang.
Fastball, slider,
Fastball,
curveball,
slider, curveball,
changeup.
changeup.
Hey, I'm Mark Consuelos, and you're watching Padres POV.
Everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Padres POV. I'm your host, Michelle Margot. Well, this week we're bringing you Padres POV from our very own studios here at Fox Sports San Diego, right next to Petco Park, which is where the brand new series on Fox Pitch was shot. While they were here at Petco Park, we got an exclusive sneak peek not just at the show itself, but also what goes into shooting a scripted TV series. Check it out.
Copy that. Pantomime reaction. We'll call the
Okay,
feed.
top of 20 run, rolling for our cameras.
Everybody, and long ball. Is it going? It's going, it's going, it's going, it's gone!
Well, it's like a dream come true. Suddenly someone comes to you from Fox and says, hey, how about a show about Major League Baseball? And we get to use the real uniforms and come to San Diego and shoot in a beautiful stadium and get to rub elbows with all these, great baseball executives and players. So it's pretty exciting.
MLB has been so generous with us. It's so incredible, and to be doing this in collaboration with them is really something special.
If I wasn't an actor, I wanted to be an athlete. And, I was acting at a very young age, and it kind of prohibited me from following my dreams as a football player, ball player, whatever. I just wanted to be in sports.
We were cast Kylie like in November, and she went right to boot camp. She didn't know how to throw a baseball and worked with a lot of experts, including now Greg Olson, and perfected her pitching.
All three of the main actors work really hard at becoming baseball players. Obviously, it's not easy.
It's been challenging and rewarding because just to be an athlete, to play at the highest level, understanding that this is a dream that's shared by millions of people.
We train about 3 to 4 times a week. Being a catcher, there's a lot of sort of nuances that you have to learn, and we've had some great guys helping us look like ball players, get the mechanics down, making sure we do a lot of reps, make it look fluid.
Petco really feels like a home for us. We film a lot of the show at Paramount. Obviously, we film here. We filmed at Dodger Stadium, but because we shot the pilot here at Petco, it feels like a home.
I'm not sure it's real. It's like walking through like a California Disneyland world type of. It's like everything looks like a prop. It's perfect. It's like a temple. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. I mean, we walk on the field every morning. We can't believe that we're here. Some of the guys were actually rehabbing today. Some of the pitchers and stuff. We got to meet these guys and watching them actually play. You feel like you come on the field and you feel like you're a ball player, and then you watch the real guys and you're like, we're nothing like that. I mean, they're just amazing.
I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I see her, growing up in this time, and there's so many exciting things happening. That the message of empowerment and equality, and I just think it's an inspirational story. and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I can't wait for her to see it.
I played sports my whole life, and my father raised me, he coached every team I was on, that I can play anything a guy can play. Why isn't this possible? Of course it is. And that you need to believe in yourself no matter your race, your gender, your sexual orientation. The show really, to me, represents this idea that you can be anything you want to be in this world.
I just don't want my girls growing up in a world that has boundaries. If they have the talent and they have the ability to do something, I don't think there should be a boundary upon what dictates what they can and cannot do. I'd hate for my girls to dream big and not be able to, fulfill their dreams because it's never been done before. So, there's a lot of great messages to this story, and that's just one of them.
The new series comes out Thursday, September 22nd on Fox. Coming up, hear Jake Smith's rare story on how he made the big leagues while we play a little catch.
Sorry, Mom, I haven't finished it yet.
And Petco Park unveils a new statue of an NBA legend. Don't go away.
I am truly the luckiest guy on earth.
But first, let's test your knowledge with some Padres POV trivia. What organization did new Padres relief pitcher Jake Smith come from before he signed with San Diego? Is it A, San Francisco Giants, B, Tampa Bay Rays, or C, Detroit Tigers? We'll tell you right after this.
Padres POV, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Padres POV. Before the break, we asked you what organization new Padres relief pitcher Jake Smith came from before he signed with San Diego. If you answered A, the San Francisco Giants, you got it right. Find out how he got drafted to the Giants to begin with later in the show. This past week, Petco Park unveiled a new statue of San Diego resident and NBA legend Bill Walton. Well, we caught up with the man himself. Take a look.
I just wanted to come down here today, see the statue, and say thank you to all the fans who have given me the greatest life ever.
Bill's a great member of our community, gives back to San Diego. Just think it's a great opportunity to meet somebody of his caliber as a player, both personality and again as an outstanding member of the San Diego community.
The statue was sprung on me. It was not my idea, and it was just some friends of mine who got together and they put this statue together. But the statue came out fantastic.
It's got my bike in it, and they just did all this wonderful things to make this statue so very, very cool.
And Allison, she's the angel who did it, and she just did a magnificent job. What part of town are you guys from?
Chula Vista.
Nice. I love riding in Chula Vista. And
I am truly the luckiest guy on earth, and I've got the greatest life on earth, and that is because I live in San Diego, I'm from San Diego, and all the people in San Diego are always so nice to me.
Got this picture of Bill Walton at UCLA here, and great photo. You see, you got the hair.
I grew up with the Padres. What the Padres represent, it's just absolutely incredible. Just that sense of community, the sense of team, the sense of being part of something bigger.
Would you mind signing this?
I'd be honored to, yes.
I appreciate it.
Padres, they make my dreams come true. They make me happy. They make me proud. They make me loyal. They make me grateful. You got your Padres scarf on, you got your old time shirt on.
Yeah.
Man, if I only looked as good in real life as I do in the statue. Ed, look, aren't you playing tonight?
2, 3.
Chase your dream, play for fun, go for it all, and shoot every time you touch the ball.
What a character! This week, Tony Gwynn's wife, Alicia Gwynn, did her part for the community when she did a meet and greet with families and corpsmen of the USS Boxer. Check it out.
It's a homecoming party for the USS Boxer. What we have are all the family members that are coming together in order to meet and greet each one that has been going through a struggle of the 7-month deployment of the USS Boxer. You know, we're just here together as family, bonding together, being together, and supporting one another.
Her son is on the ship.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Boxer.
And so you're happy your son is coming home?
Yeah.
The importance of having Alicia Gwynn, somebody like her to come speak to families, is knowing Alicia personally, I know that she is about supporting her family and being there for them and having the right kind of family structure.
Happy birthday, Brooklyn.
Tomorrow's her big present, she says.
Daddy's coming home.
Oh, yeah.
I have the utmost respect for the military family, the ones who are serving our country, and even their spouses or their significant others, because they sacrifice a lot for our country, you know, and so they're all important to us.
I like what you said about family. It's so true.
Oh, yeah. You know what? My husband loved family. He was all about the family.
The importance of this type of event is to have families come together to be with one another that are going through a struggle. They understand what it's like to have a deployed significant other, and they understand what it's like to have a kid and have to explain to them that their other parent is going to be gone for a while.
So has it been hard for you guys?
It was, but yeah.
You just do what you can, huh?
It's a celebration. We're happy, we're together, we kick this deployment, and you know, we're ready.
If there was a message that I would send to families, I would tell them, you know, enjoy each other. Take advantage of every time that they could spend together.
Coming up after the break, we play catch with the newest Padres reliever who has quite the Cinderella story.
I said, Dad, you gotta come home. And he's like, why is that? I said, we got a flight to catch.
And we take you behind the scenes to show you all that goes on here at Fox Sports San Diego during SD Live. We'll be right back.
Stop everything you're doing and please watch SD Live, or at least record it.
Back here on Padres POV, bringing you the show from our studios here in downtown San Diego. There's a lot that goes on here at Fox Sports San Diego, especially on Tuesdays when we feature SD Live. Here's an exclusive look at what happens behind the scenes here as we put the show together when Alan Zinter and Alex Dickerson stopped by.
Ready, guys?
All right.
In 3, 2.
To be honest, I never really met an Aggie I liked. What is the purpose of SD Live?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I have absolutely no idea. The purpose of SD Live is to provide a forum for fans to see their favorite players in a way that they wouldn't normally see them. They're used to, I think, seeing these players coming right off the field, post-game, reacting to what's happened on the field. And we like to look at it as an opportunity to show a different side of them, to learn a little bit more about them, and also just kind of get to know them a little bit, because I think a lot of it is lost when you just see somebody perform on a field and then they disappear. So that's what SD Live hopes to do each week.
It's like a few weeks ago, I caught a ball to end the inning, and I turned around to go flip it in the stands, and sure enough, one of my high school teammates is one of the guys that caught the ball.
I'm just the interim host. Ever since Laura left, I've been doing it. I'm interim for like, what is this now, Stu? It's like 3.5 years of being the interim. I just keep showing up. They keep pressing record. Hey, Michelle. Hey, POV gang. By the way, Who do I invoice for? We put in a ton of time, and the technical group behind the scenes puts in even more time, making sure everybody is looking good, sounding good, that the tapes roll, and everything that comes into giving you a finished product at home comes out the way we hope and intend going into it.
We got to do some type of sports angle around it.
From my personal standpoint, I work very closely with our producer, Loy Maxon, all week long, formatting what we think the show will look like. And then we do a lot of research. We like to try to think that we'll probably unearth a nugget or two that maybe folks at home didn't know going in, and that's what we're hoping for every week.
It's a comfy experience. Nice little room we got in there, and just kind of hang out and talk for a little bit. It really isn't much more complicated than that.
I enjoy the process a lot more than I did when I was younger. When you're younger, you're like, you don't want to get on camera, you don't want to mess up. But the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it.
How does your job change when you're facing a veteran player as opposed to a younger player?
Well, with the veteran player, I mean, I go up to him and we build that relationship and just let him know that I'm here for him.
It's fun to get your voice out there and just kind of be comfortable talking into a camera, talking to people, knowing that it's going out there. But you always wondering if you're going to step on your own words or whatever. But then you just got to be you. You just got to talk and let it happen. It's the same game I've been playing for 20 years at this point, and it's just on a bigger stage. But the goal remains the same. You're just trying to do what you can to win.
That works. Thanks, guys. We are clear.
What would you say to people at home who are thinking about watching SD Live?
Stop everything you're doing and please watch SD Live, or at least record it. I really just think the message that we try to ask the viewers is, how well do you know this person who you're paying to see? How interesting are they? We're not trying to create something they're not. We're just trying to lay out for the folks at home what it is this person is all about. That's our hope. Every time everybody tunes in, they're going to get some surprise, something they just didn't know.
Now let's take a quick look down on the farm. The Padres AAA team, the El Paso Chihuahuas, are in the midst of a series to take the Pacific Coast League Championship title. Going into Friday, they were up on the Oklahoma City Dodgers 2-0 in the series, and all it takes is one more win. Make sure you tune in next week to see how the Chihuahuas did. The winner of the PCL Championship Series will go on to play for the national AAA title in Memphis. And still to come, Padres reliever Jake Smith spent some time with us and tells us his crazy journey to the big leagues. Stay with us.
I was like, maybe this isn't, I just need to stick to throwing a baseball.
Welcome back to Padres POV. We continue here at the Fox Sports San Diego studios. As you can see, we're pretty close to the ballpark, which is convenient for when we want to pop over and get to know the guys in their office. We caught up, literally, with Jake Smith after his first appearance in the big leagues. All right, Jake, before we play some catch, let's get to know you a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, you've got a pretty incredible story.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've had to tell it, but will you tell us one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. I was on the grounds crew, I guess, in 09 to 11 in Augusta, and that was the low A team. And Steve Klein was the pitching coach there, and he asked me to throw a bullpen. So I went out and threw a bullpen, and I guess they saw what they liked.
When you were doing that, did you think it was like an audition, or were you just like, hey, I'm just going to throw a bullpen real quick?
No, I was playing college baseball at Darton College, and I was coming back to get work in for the summer, basically, and I wanted to learn more about baseball, so I came to Augusta to basically learn how professionals did it, and then they said I could throw a bullpen, so I was like, this is a great opportunity to get a little bit extra work.
So you didn't know it was an audition at all?
No, I didn't know. I just wanted to come out and throw.
At what point did you realize, like, I might play professional baseball?
I always had the dream. I mean, I told my mom since I was 4 or 5. She was always making fun of me, like, "Yeah, right. You better get your education." And sorry, Mom, I haven't finished it yet.
I don't think she's too mad.
No, but she's enjoyed it so far here, and I guess I've had the dream ever since I was young.
Interesting. Now, if you didn't play baseball, what would you do?
I was working to be a baseball coach and teach.
Okay, what would you want to teach?
History. I was going to get my degree in history with teaching.
I know you recently pitched, but can we get some work in right now and
Absolutely.
play some catch?
Let's go play some catch.
All right. All right, so tell me about this experience of your Major League debut. Was it everything you expected and more?
Yeah, everything except for the first pitch, I guess. It was pretty fun. I got out there and saw the lights and the people, and I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Were you nervous? What were the emotions?
A little bit, but I opened the bullpen door the wrong way and had to squeeze through, so I started laughing at myself before I even got out there, and I was like, it's just a game. It's the same thing I've been doing my whole life.
Now, after you threw that first pitch, obviously it's just one mistake. What were you thinking?
I was thinking, make a better pitch.
Okay, that's a clutch thought to have, right? I mean,
yeah, and it was like, I got it out of the way at least, so
Aww.
I don't have to worry about being perfect anymore. You want to practice? One?
Yeah. Should I do underhands?
You gonna try a pitch?
Fastball, slider,
Fastball,
curveball,
slider, curveball,
changeup.
Changeup.
So your dad had never been on a plane before.
No.
And he made it out for your big league debut.
He did, and we had a deal. It was, if I make it to the big leagues, he's got to get on an airplane. So I called him when he was at work, and I said, "Dad, you got to come home." And he's like, "Why is that?" I said, "We got a flight to catch."
So what do you like to do in your spare time?
Whenever I go home, I try to spend as much time as I can on the water or in a kayak. I like to fish, so I usually go pan fishing. I'll catch crappie, but I mean, bass fishing's fun too. I haven't got out on the salt water yet, so hopefully I can do that this off season.
Did you play any other sports besides baseball?
I tried to play basketball. I was bad. And then no, after basketball, I was like, you know, maybe this isn't. I just need to stick to throwing a baseball.
Well, I think it's worked out thus far. Thank you so much for joining us and playing catch with me. I apologize if you had to fetch a ball or two, but
hope you're good and loose and learn something.
my arm might be sore for a couple days, so we're good.
That's
Anyway,
okay.
thank you so much and welcome to the big league.
Thank you.
Well, that'll do it for this week's episode of Padres POV. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing what goes on here behind the scenes at Fox Sports San Diego. We hope to see you next week. Until then, I'm Michelle Margot. Cue the rollout.
Oh, this is your point of view?
Really? And here we have the video board, 100,000 next to megapixels.
Ignore the camera.
Where am I going? I love freedom.
I mean,
Anything you'd like to add?
Go Padres.